Alright guys, Mike here back in another video. So for today guys, it's going to be a Blackhawk rescue mission. And I thought it would be a good idea for me to do a ultimate guide on Operation Nightfall since all 6 weeks of updates are completed and Jannar, or not Jannar, it's like Nahar or something, it's something like that. Because I remember him talking about it in his Discord about his name, saying that the G is silent, so I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like, I don't even know. Whatever. Anyways, that being said, be sure you guys join the Discord in the description down below and drop a like on the video. It'll help me out a lot. I am streaming on the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. You guys can go catch me there. And it's PvP a lot on Blackhawk Rescue Mission. So if you are a PvPer yourself, you guys could go and queue up and you'll probably find me there because I know I met a lot of people from the stream. But back to the video, guys. As I said, all 6 weeks are completed, so this gives him a little break, or it might be a long break. I know he's going to take a break from Blackhawk community because I know everyone got really pissed off at him, and he's just mad about just how the community doesn't appreciate it, and I don't blame him. It's like some developers take like months to update just once, but he was trying for weekly updates. I know it's probably hard, but oh well. When he does come back though, new operation, and he did do some spoilers. I'll probably cover that in another video, and that being said, let's actually get on with some tips and tricks on how to level up. A frequent question is asked, what's better, PvP or open world to grind up some cash or XP? So in my honest opinion, PvP is the only good way to grind up XP if you're actually good at PvP. If you're not, then don't even try with PvP. I'm not even trying to say, oh, like you suck, just go to open world. Well, you gotta be pretty much honest with yourself. If you're not gonna land like 3 kills or 3 kills or like 2 kills a round or something like that, it's gonna be a tough time for you to level up. It's gonna take you longer though. That's all I'm gonna say. Like you could try it, but it's just gonna take you very longer. But if you try open world, you could do like a desert grinding base or the mountain base. I would prefer the desert base. A lot of people would say, oh, but what about the bag, Mike? Well, the bag's the same as the helicopter coming in. And plus, the time you get to the mountain base and back to the command center, that's going to take up some of your time. So I would prefer you guys to do desert base. I did both videos. I'll link both of it in the description down below. I could also come up with some PvP tips and tricks on how to get better with it. If you guys want me to, just let me know in the comment section down below. When you're trying to grind for XP, guys, try to be smart with it. And the whole point of grinding is to, like, what's the most efficient way to do it. And you want to find your efficient way. Mine is PvP, and I could do either one, like open world or PvP. The thing with PvP is because ranked is gone. Ranked used to give you 300 cash per win, and it will give you 100 per loss. So it's like you win cash either way, along with your kills. So that would make ranked a lot more better, but that's not in the game right now. So you're gonna have to make do with 5-on-5, 2-on-2. And I believe it's like 100 or 200 cash that you get for a win. I think it's 100. I don't think they would make it 200. It's definitely 100. And you get nothing for a loss, so you might want to get a lot of kills in PvP if you do plan on playing some PvP. Open world, you could do the city raid. I could do another complete video on it because of the AI changes that he made, and I could come up with the crane site or whatever you want to call the new area, the quarry or whatever it's called. I'm not even sure. Then once you know what you're gonna do in open world, as in farming what bases, you could just easily just keep going at it for like an hour. You could also buy yourself an XP booster, guys. It's like 50 Robux for like an hour. Literally, that's what I did that in dev, so it only took me like what? I'd say like 32 hours. Not 32, but like 3 or 2 hours to grind up the game. I did do a farming video, and that video got a lot of support, guys, because I did like a little guide in my head of what base I'm gonna raid, like the factory, then the navy, then the factory, then the navy, and I always did it in the same way so I wouldn't die, and it was so efficient. So that's the same thing you gotta do here. If you want to farm up the game in like a day, either buy yourself the booster, or if you want to just spend an hour to it, then buy the booster. The booster is gonna help you so much when you're farming out. Trust me, guys, it got me there to like 5 stars on platinum rank in the version in dev back in the old map. But pretty much, guys, these guys make it really cheap, and I don't think none of you guys realize it. Like apparently to like other games they make it like mad expensive, but here is pretty cheap. So if you do have a little Robux to spare, I would recommend getting it. It'll help you out and it'll save you so much time when you're playing, because if you want to get that 5 stars right away, I would suggest getting it. But if you can't get it, it's all good. You can still farm up the game. It's just gonna take you a little longer, as long as you stick to the guide and make sure that you don't die. Every time you die, it's gonna cost you so much time. So make sure you just bring your bandages to it. If you're doing like open world PvP, just try your best to get better at it. Find a gun that suits you. like I said, I could come up with a PvP video on how to get better and how to get more kills, all that jazz. This video is more of like to tell you what to do. It isn't to tell you how to do it, if that makes sense. So like I said, I'll have videos in the link in the description down below with all the links. And you want to be smart in open world. Open world's pretty interesting in farming because a lot of you guys say it's like so boring. It's like I don't want to do it. I want to play PvP, but then you want to get like 5 kills a game. It's like, okay, you gotta pick one. Open world where you could easily get the amount of cash you get in PvP in less than the time you're playing PvP, if that makes sense. Or if you're spending your time in open world and you're making less than what you're doing in PvP, but you're playing PvP less than open world. Like you gotta. This sounds so confusing, but if I don't know how to explain it. Just look at how much time you're spending in each one and look at how much you're earning. Compare it both and then just ask yourself like what makes sense for for me right now. And that's what you gotta go with, because if you're making less in open world, why are you playing open world when you're spending all that time in open world, when you're constantly dying to literally bots, and like you could be taking down the helicopter so much easier if you're not dying. But if you're pretty good in PvP, then stick to PvP, get that 100 cash per win along with the massive win bonus that you're gonna get because of the players that you kill. And that pretty much answers it on what the farming method is in Operation Nightfall. Considering that there isn't ranked, that's all your options you got. You gotta choose one, PvP or open world. And like I said, open world, you gotta not die. If you're gonna die, it's gonna take up so much time. PvP, you gotta get those kills. If you're not getting those kills and you're just getting carried from a friend, you're not gonna rank up. You're not gonna get all that XP. Hate to break it to you, but you gotta do it yourself and you gotta get the kills and all that jazz. That being said, guys, I'm gonna run some gameplay in the background here. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, turn on post notifications. If you guys have any questions, join the Discord in the description down below. I will respond to it if I was confusing this video a little. Hopefully not. Also in the comment section down below, I do reply to most comments. I try my best to. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy.